Welcome back to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel. Today I will be previewing the Grade 2 Goldenrod Stakes this Saturday, November 25th at Churchill Downs. This is the first prep for the 2024 Kentucky Oaks. It's crazy, time is flying by. We are about 5 months out from the Kentucky Derby weekend. We have 8 two-year-old fillies going 1 mile and 1/16 on this dirt track. These races are always a little funny because they're so young and they're figuring it out, so let's dive in. The number 1 is Dozen Diamonds for Victoria Oliver. She is the most seasoned horse in here, having already raced 4 times in her career. She won 2 and pretty much got last place in the other 2. So the question here is, which horse is going to show up? I want to mention, though, all of her races have been on the turf. So switching her to dirt for Kentucky Oaks prep for the first time, I think, is a little bold. She was trained by Mark Cassidy up until her last start. So already being claimed as a 2-year-old shows me that maybe he didn't have too much confidence in her. I just think that this could be a good starting point for her, and her workouts do look sharp, however. The number 2 is Intricate for Brendan Walsh. She has raced twice, winning her last maiden special weight at Keeneland last month. Her first race, she didn't fare too well. She finished mid-pack behind what will be probably the favorite in this race. She did take a step up in her October race, but I just do not think that she's the fastest in here. The number 3 is Purloin for Sherry DeVoe. She has raced 1 time, and that was at Aqueduct. So Sherry must really like this horse to ship her all the way to Churchill Downs for an Oaks prep. She also gets Jose Ortiz, who is one of the top jockeys in New York. I just don't like when horses haven't gone this distance before, especially when they're trying stakes company. She has a lot of late speed based off of her first race. So if some of these horses are still green, they shoot out of the gate, she has a chance to make a move. The number 4 is Here's the Spider. She's raced 3 times and has won 2 of those. Her buyers were mid-40s, but they put her in an ungraded stakes at Mahoney Valley last month, and she was able to take a step forward and earned a 70 buyer at 1 mile and 1/16. So she's been training at Turfway Park the last month, probably pointing to this race. I'm just not sure how I feel about her. The number 5 is Central Avenue for Michael Stidham. This horse has already been entered into a G1 at Aqueduct last month and just lost to Just FYI, which I'm sure you all remember, who just won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. So not a bad horse to lose to. She got a 69 buyer that day. She was bumped. I'm not sure if that really played into the race at all, but this horse has a lot of late speed. So she'll be coming from the back of the pack along with the other New York horse that we just talked about. The number 6 is Gin for Brad Cox, the first of 2 in here for Brad. She's raced 3 times, was entered with her stablemate, who I'm about to talk about last month, where she finished 6 lengths behind her. She has a lot of talent. I'm just not sure if she's good as her stablemate. Now let's talk about it. The number 7 is West Sunset for Brad Cox. She gets Flavian on top and is currently undefeated after her first 2 races. Her first race, she barely won. And then the last race, it was on a sloppy surface. She got an 83 buyer, which is the highest in this field. She also beat everyone out by over 6 lengths. She has a lot of early speed, so look for her to shoot out of the gate. And looking at these other horses, she might be loose on the lead. She has a chance to take them gate to wire. The number 8 is Thorpedo Anna for Kenny McPeak. She is also undefeated, having raced 2 times. She won at Keeneland, won at Churchill, and each of her wins were by over 8 lengths. So there may be a showdown between her and West Sunset. Both of her wins she was on the outside, so that doesn't concern me at all. But I do not love that she hasn't raced this far yet. She just raced about 2 weeks ago here, so that's a quick turnaround for a 2-year-old, especially because before that she raced at Keeneland. So that is 3 races in less than a month for a 2-year-old. I understand he's trying to get Kentucky Oaks points, but I'm just not sure if she's going to be 100% after both of those races where she gave it her all. So with all of that said, my top pick is going to be the number 5 Central Avenue. I understand she doesn't look as good as the number 7 or 8 on paper, but I think she's going to be very sneaky, especially if there's any kind of pace meltdown. She'll be there to pick up the pieces. I mean, Javier Castellano is coming down to ride her as well, so there's a lot of high expectations there, and I think she's going to be a pretty good price. Underneath in a trifecta box, I'm going to play 3578. I think that lately these New York horses are just doing a little bit better than the Kentucky horses, meaning like Nest, Malathat, Search Results. In the past, all seemed like they kind of came on top when they're kind of going for like the Kentucky Oaks points. So thanks for tuning into the Racing Dudes YouTube channel. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss a video. And until next time, good luck.